Diretsahang tanong na po sa inyo, kayo po ba ay pabor o hindi sa naging desisyon nitong mga maestrado na sabihing unconstitutional itong articles of impeachment laban kay VP Sara?
Well, may mga question kami dahil yung yung ruling nila na labag sa 1-year ban yung fourth complex, I think mali yun. Factually erroneous yun. Dahil sabi nila, starting the adjournment of the House on February 5, 2025, yung 1-year ban nag-umpisa na. The 1-year ban started to run on upon the adjournment. Pag ganyan, yung fourth complaint naman was actually voted upon by the plenary before the adjournment.
Okay.
Dahil before nag-adjourn sila, pinasa nila yung fourth complaint. They acted and voted on fourth complaint. So, bago nag-umpisa yung yung 1-year ban, nakapasok na yung fourth complaint. So, ang mali nila, akala nila, hindi binoto. The House did not act on the fourth complaint. Sabi nila, hindi raw the House did not act and vote upon the fourth complaint. Pero the records will show the House actually acted and voted on the fourth complaint. So factually, may mali sila. So yung conclusion nila na the fourth complaint cannot be considered filed on time because the 1-year ban had started to run. Mali yun. Because before the 1-year ban started to run, the House voted to approve it. Hindi nila alam na meron palang approval.
Pero pag-usapan po natin, Justice, itong definition nila ng initiated impeachment complaint. Kasi nga po sinasabi naman ng Supreme Court na yung naunang tatlong impeachment complaint was initiated dahil hindi daw po inaktuhan ng liderato ng Kongreso. And in fact, sinasabi niya po doon na it was shelved and at the same time ay dismissed in effect. Pero dapat daw po, pero it's opposite po nung definition na alam natin na kailangan na refer doon sa Committee on Justice. Ano po? Your thoughts, please.
Ang cut-off date nila, sabi initiated, dismissed, terminated when Congress adjourned on February 5, 2025. And katulad na sinabi ko, before they adjourned 7:15 in the evening, January 5, 7:15. Pero sometime in the afternoon, early afternoon, of the same day, they voted to approve the fourth complaint. So, nauna yung approval. There was actually an approval. Ang nakalagay sa decision, hindi raw in-approve ng plenary. That's not factually correct. It was actually approved.
So, ngayon po ba pwedeng i-assert ng legislative branch yung sinasabi po nilang exclusive power nito sa impeachment at magpatuloy dito sa impeachment trial despite the decision of the Supreme Court?
Well, the Constitution says the Senate has the exclusive sole power to try and decide. Yung House naman has the exclusive power to initiate. Pero under the Constitution, the Supreme Court can intervene if there is a violation of the Constitution. Ang violation sinasabi nila, yun nga, yung fourth complaint was not approved within the 10 session days. Yun ang, dahil sabi nila, hindi naman it was not taken up. Actually, it was taken up by the plenary on on the last day.
Exactly. Kaya po nagkaroon ng, na-recognize po ng body na nagkaroon
Yes.
ng,
So it was actually taken up. So there is no violation of the Constitution dahil it was taken up and approved on the last day, the 10th session day. Kasi you have until the 10th session day to act and you acted on the 10th session day. So pasok ka pa rin. You did not violate the Constitution because the Constitution gives you 10 days, 10 session days. If you acted on the 10th session day, wala pa rin violation. But if you act on the 11th session day, hindi na pwede.
Opo. Justice, pag-usapan naman natin yung sinasabing due process, ano po? Kasi ang binabanggit din po doon sa ruling ng Supreme Court ay kailangan may due process na ibinibigay sa respondent. And meron siyang idinagdag na mga steps or mga karagdagang dapat gawin o ensure para sa kapakanan daw po ng respondent na makasagot. What is your reaction to this?
Well, first of all, the Constitution says once approved by 1/3 at least of the House members, yung resolution nakalagay shall constitute the articles of impeachment and trial by the Senate shall proceed forthwith. So, forthwith, under the Filipino version of the Constitution, official version, forthwith means agad-agad. So, pag na-adapt na yung resolution by 1/3 of the House, agad-agad mag-trial na. So, wala namang pagkataon na magkaroon pa ng hearing ang sa House.
And may mga...
That's one, no? Very clear ang Constitution na agad-agad, pag na-approve na yung resolution by 1/3 of the members of the House, agad-agad padala na yung sa Senado para mag-trial na. So walang actually under the wording of the Constitution, wala naman nakasabi doon na may hearing sa plenary. Secondly, pag it's physically impossible to conduct a hearing dahil pag final mo on the last day, pasok pa rin yan. Allowed yan. Last day. Paano ka mag-hearing magla-last day na?
Ang tanong po ngayon, Justice, overreaching ba ang Supreme Court pagdating sa usaping ito dahil sa mga karagdagang policies na wala naman sa konstitusyon?
Well, ang standard dyan, since the Constitution says the House shall have the sole power to initiate impeachment and the Senate has the exclusive power to try and hindi makapasok. The Supreme Court cannot intervene unless there is a specific violation of the Constitution. Wala namang specific violation dahil yung sinasabi ng Supreme Court violation na you violated the 1-year bar rule, wala namang violation dahil in-approve naman ng House, ng plenary ng House, yung fourth complaint within the 10th day. They did not act beyond, outside of the 10 days. They acted within the 10th session day. So walang violation, cannot point to a violation. So hindi pwede mag-intervene dahil exclusive power at saka sole power yet.
Kung
You can only come in, the Supreme Court can only come in pag may specific violation.
Okay. Scenario lang po.
Ang violation daw na they violated the 1-year bar rule, but based on the records, official records of the House, wala namang violation.
Well, scenario lang po kung sakaling ang Senado po, they push for the impeachment trial of Vice President Sara Duterte, may magagawa po ba dito ang Korte Suprema or what will be the scenario like kapag ganyan ang sitwasyon?
Well, I think we don't have to do that yet, no? Dahil the House can still file a motion for reconsideration.
Okay.
To point out na mali yung factual appreciation ng Supreme Court. Sabi kasi ng Supreme Court, wala namang kayong approval. Actually, may approval. May record in-approve yan on the 10th day. So, that means walang violation ng one-year bar rule.
Curious lang po ako doon,
dapat
Justice.
yan, ang next step niyan ang gagawin dapat, mag-motion for recall yung House.
Okay. Curious lang po ako, Justice, kasi kayo matagal yung nakatrabaho, yung karamihan sa mga justices sa Supreme Court, ano po, at unanimous ang decision nila pagdating sa usaping ito. Nagulat po ba kayo dito? Or did you expect at least someone or somebody from the Supreme Court na sana ay hindi pumayag?
Well, this is not surprising, no? Dahil unusual yun eh. Remember, si Attorney Torion at saka yung law office on behalf of VP Sara nag-file ng petition sa Supreme Court. Inupuan ng Supreme Court for a long time, hindi nag-require ng comment sa House. In fact, up to now, walang comment. Ang ginawa ng Supreme Court, instead of a comment, issued an order asking specific questions. Hindi comment yan, ha? Normally, pag idabla ka, you can answer.
Yes.
For due process, you have to be given the chance to answer or to comment, di ba? Eh, ngayon, walang ganyan eh. Dinerection nila at they said several questions. Kaya hindi nila nalaman na meron palang the House actually voted on that fourth claim. Because hindi nagkaroon ng oral argument eh. Dapat may oral argument. Katulad yung sinasabi ni former Chief Justice Panganiban, dapat may oral argument para makita kung ano yung problema.
Opo. May chance po ba, na, let's say, may nag-file ng motion for reconsideration, may chance pa po ba nito na magkaroon ng binabanggit nyo na oral arguments in relation to this? Kasi nga, based on factual appreciation na binabanggit nyo po, nagkulang ang Supreme Court pagdating dito.
Well, I expect that there will be, no? Dahil napaka-importante, how will they determine kung ano talaga yung factual issue, yung what really happened. Yun ang issue eh. Because this case cannot be decided in a vacuum. Dapat the facts are there at dapat na-establish yung facts.
Okay. Moving forward po, ano po ang mga i-expect natin? Kayo po ba mismo ay dudulog sa Korte Suprema?
Well, not yet, though we're thinking of intervening, pero wala pa. Dahil if the House will file a motion for reconsideration, we will just wait for that, no?